My pick this week, I promised a couple weeks ago that I was going to talk about this on the show. Punisher.
Oh, you did.
Oh my God. Punisher.
did.
Look, this series has been done by Jason Aaron and artist Jesus Saiz. It's doing something really interesting. It's making Punisher the leader of the Hand. So
What is the Hand?
Okay, so all right, the Punisher, right? Family killed by the mob at Central Park, like in the 70s,
Okay,
depending on which story you read.
Love a mob hit.
Right, mob hit. Went on a path of vengeance against the criminal underworld and
Love
just
a
never
rampage.
stopped.
Great.
During the course of his roaring rampage, the superhero world in the Marvel universe has always kind of come into conflict with him, right?
Sure, I bet
and
they
this,
have.
And this has always been a thing, right? Like, their version of justice, a lot of those characters don't kill, right? Is always in conflict with Frank's sense of justice, which is kill at all cost.
Okay.
Upon which has made him the most efficient killer in the Marvel universe on a number of levels.
Nice.
Sometimes cartoonishly so, and sometimes for humorous effect. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes they do it for a laugh. But in the midst of that, you have the Hand, which is like one of the most ancient evils in the Marvel universe, right? And the Hand is this cult of ninjas that worship murder, basically.
I know that should sound goofy, but it's kind of tough.
It's kind of badass.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. At the beginning of this story, they have convinced Frank Castle to become their leader. The reason being is because he is the most efficient killer in the Marvel universe, right?
Okay.
Now, the big hook, which I didn't see coming, and I was like, oh, is this book good? Is the Hand is known for resurrecting the dead. They have done this numerous times, right? They have resurrected Elektra, Daredevil's boo, right? They have resurrected, I think, even Daredevil himself at one point in time, right? So what did they do to convince Frank Castle to run the Hand? Because it doesn't seem like something he would do off the break, right? They resurrected his wife. Right. Now,
Is she okay? Or is this
No.
like okay. Yeah, necromancy never ever goes well.
And that's the interesting thing about it. That's the thing that's really fascinating about this, because she kind of has like these weird pock marks in her body from the bullet holes.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
I would hate that.
Yeah, and Frank is just so, like, Frank is notoriously screwed up. He's not, and this is the thing I think a lot of people in the mainstream kind of got wrong about the character when they were talking about it during the riots, is like, he's not a hero.
He's motivated by trauma.
He's
sounds
motivated
like.
by trauma, and the best stories understand that.
Right.
Like the best the best Frank Castle stories don't wade into it as a revenge fantasy necessarily, but they see him as a tragic figure.
Right.
And and I feel like personally that's been the longevity of his character, and this book really leans into that. And so what you're reading is like just kind of this great story. It is so good.
So is he is leading them?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So where's the wife? Is she still with us?
She's still with us now.
Okay. Are they together?
They're together.
Does she remember?
No.
Oh, bad news.
Right. There's one level of she doesn't remember what happened in Central Park many years ago, and she keeps asking him what happened to the kids.
Oh no.
Right, because she's like, "Where are the kids, Frank? Where are the kids, Frank?" This is really good stuff. And the other flip side of this is the Hand tried to resurrect the kids, and I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to give anything else away, but it is so good. And like this is the type of stuff. This is why I read superhero comics, even though I don't consider him a superhero. This is why I read stuff like superhero comics, because this is just, it's got that interesting, these are morality plays in a lot of ways. Like when they're done really well, I know some people say, oh, they're power fantasies. I don't like it when they're power fantasies.
Right.
I don't get down on that stuff. I like it when they're kind of like these morality plays of like, commentary on justice, on death and life and all sorts of, I love that stuff.
Who has control?
Who has control and had to make those decisions.
Yeah.
So good. I could talk about this way too much, so I'm gonna let it go. But read Punisher. It is not what you think it is. I guarantee you.